Hello, all. I am Bree Mills, and I am one of the discussion leaders for this week around cooperation. And the paper I chose was Cooperation Across Social Borders and Bonobos by Dr. Liran Samuni and Dr. Martin Serbeck. Dr. Liran Samuni is the main author. She is a behavioral ecologist and primatologist. In 2013, she received her master's in zoology from Tel Aviv University. And in 2018, she received her doctorate in biology from the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology and Leipzig University. And as of 2024, she is a postdoctoral fellow at the Pan Lab of Harvard University under Dr. Martin Serbeck. Dr. Martin Serbeck is her co-author for this paper. He is currently an assistant professor in the Harvard University's Department of Human Evolutionary Biology. In 2003, he received his master's in biology from the University of Zurich. And then in 2011, he received his doctorate in biology from the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig University. He worked for the Max Planck Institute up until 2009 when he moved to Harvard University's Department of Human Evolutionary Biology. And while he worked for the Max Planck Institute, he established the Kokolopore Bonobo Research Project, which is based in the Kokolopore Bonobo Reserve, which we will talk about. So the Kokolopore Bonobo Research Reserve is located in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, because that is where all bonobos are found natively. This map shows the entire map of the nation of the DRC, and then this dotted line shows where bonobo populations are established within the DRC. And right here, this black grad cap denotes the Kokolopore Bonobo Reserve's location. This reserve was established by the Congolese government in 2009. It is a community-based nature reserve, which means it was locally initiated and has been locally managed since its founding. It has an estimated bonobo population from either 1,000 individuals to 1,800, and this is split over 3 different groups of bonobos. And it's the permanent field site for the Kokolopore Bonobo Research Project. Bonobos are one of the many great ape species. They may also be referred to as pygmy chimpanzees. However, this is a misnomer as they are actually the same size, just about, of chimpanzees. And how you can differentiate bonobos and chimpanzees is that bonobos have black hair and a black face with a white rump spot, whereas chimpanzees tend to have a more tanned colored face. Their average lifespan is about 40 years, and they're considered endangered by the IUCN Red List. The exact population is unknown, however, estimates range from 5,400 individuals to 100,000 individuals, so we really have a wide estimate range there. And their main threats include habitat loss and degradation, invasive species, as well as harvesting by humans, both for the bushmeat trade as well as for the pet trade. So as I said, bonobos are only found naturally in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And this green area is where those red dotted line was on the other map. They're mostly found in this area called the Central Basin, and they prefer swampy rainforest habitat near the Zaire River of the DRC. So some perspective to help with the impact of this paper. Bonobos are unique for their social behavior. They live in matriarchal social groups, and they're known for their sexual peacemaking tactics. They've actually been coined as hippie apes or the hippie apes for their make love, not war strategy of resolving conflicts. They've also been observed to not be as violent as chimpanzees when it comes to intergroup conflict. Cooperation studies have been comparing chimpanzees and bonobos for some time. The earliest study I could see was Hare et al. In 2007, and they compared the cooperativeness in bonobos and chimpanzees for food rewards. When it was difficult for one individual to monopolize the reward, both species were equally cooperative. However, when food could be not monopolized by one individual, such as one individual helping the other and then being able to take all the food, chimpanzees underperformed when compared to bonobos. Bonobos were more willing to cooperate with the risk of not necessarily getting a reward. I also highly recommend you to check out references 22 through 31 in the paper if you want to dive into some more of the cooperation studies that have been observed, especially on bonobos in their natural habitat. The cooperation studies in bonobos allows for possible understanding of human behavior, as bonobos are actually 99% related to us, whereas chimpanzees are only 98. This is a really not well-known fact, which is why bonobo conservation has really kind of been pushing people to recognize the bonobo. So personally, why did I choose this study? I read Bonobo Handshake when I was in high school, written by Vanessa Woods. That book is pictured here, and it had a really profound effect on how I thought of myself as a human. It is a memoir, but she talks a lot about bonobo behavior and just interacting with the bonobos, and it's a really amazing reflection of humanity. And then I actually got to meet Vanessa Wood's husband and the main researcher of the initiating study, Dr. Brian Hare, later in college when I was at NC State for a conference. So that's kind of my personal connection into why I chose this study. I've been looking into bonobo research, especially cooperation research, since I was in high school. So this study just has a really personal connection for me. And here's my literature cited for this presentation, and here are my photo resources for this presentation. Thank you.